I do think being a wrestling fan has helped me cope with the whole political crisis we're in right now. Because politics and wrestling have a lot in common. You got your good guys, you got your bad guys, your villains, depending whose side you're on. I'm not saying who the villain or the good guys are. That's up to you. This is America. We decide who the villains are, who are the good guys. Like these people always act like they hate each other in the ring, but they're all friends. Just like the politicians, they act like they hate each other, but they're all friends in real life. They party together, they kick it together. It's basically a show. The only difference is that the politicians have never really admitted that, it's a show that they're putting on. It's a show. They always vote party line. That's the way it is. In the WWE, you got your SmackDown and your Raw. You got your blue and red brand. In America, you got your blue and red brand. It's basically the same thing. They have their big events. You got WrestleMania. You got election season and stuff. You got your popularity contests, your regional contests. They're always on TV all year round. They're always saying the other group is bad. This is bad. That's one of the things that I appreciate about wrestling. That it has it has like helped me with this whole political crisis. I think people who aren't wrestling fans really have a hard problem with it. I see people I've known for years on social media complaining about Trump. You know, People I've known that were comedians, and half the time I do wonder they get paid to do that. Like do they get paid to sit there and complain about politics? Like I don't get paid for any of this stuff. This is my opinion. The other thing is I am a foreigner, so in a way it's like to me it's like I became a citizen. I chose to be a citizen, but yeah, every time, they made one person the villain, it's like, well, yeah, they're the villain. You decide they're the villain. You root for the other guy and stuff. I think wrestlers all share women. The politicians all share their women too. So it's like the same thing. I think they're all on drugs. They all have their different drugs and stuff, their own party affiliations and stuff. But at the end of the day, it's like it's just a game to both groups. One group needs the approval rating of staying off as the other group needs the approval rating to not get kicked off the WWE. WrestleMania is coming up. They got to sell tickets. You have one guy turning heel. Politicians they make their own heels up. Like Eric Stillwell, he just became a heel. He became a real heel and stuff. So, party affiliations you got Triple H in charge. The Democrats, Republicans have their own people in charge. So in a way, I'm very thankful, that I am a wrestling fan. I'm thankful for that because it kind of like puts everything in perspective. It's different when you're dealing with sports. I mean, you think the NFL is real, the NBA, Major League Baseball, but in a way it helps out that the wrestling is kind of like, but still you get upset over it. I mean, I get upset over matches, who won, who lost, even though I know there's a couple people sitting in some office deciding who's going to win. And the same thing with the president. Like every time I see people going crazy, you do know a bunch of rich people just sit around in some mansions deciding who the next president is going to be, who's going to be the governor of California. And it's the same thing. So it's like at the end, I think perspective is the way we put it. So I want to say thank you, the WWF for all the years. I mean, I know I lost track of you guys. I came back. It's WrestleMania season. It's exciting. I'm still thinking about going to Sacramento, but I do need a hookup. Like, I mean, am I important to you? Like, you know, I want to feel love. Where's the love? Where's the love from the WWE for me? That's all I'm saying. I need to feel the love. I wish I was in Vegas for WrestleMania, but I just couldn't. I just don't have that kind of cash flow. I got no houses. I don't own any property, cars I can sell to get tickets. But yeah, I'll be there one day. Maybe I'll be in Saudi Arabia next year. I don't even think it's gonna happen in Saudi Arabia though. I don't even know why they even have it in Saudi Arabia. Like WrestleMania, like this is ours. I mean, the World Series isn't headed for Saudi Arabia. Like why the WrestleMania is ours? Like why can't we just keep it in America somewhere? You know, and like and you know and you know and you know and you know you know you know you know you know you know no and you know. I don't know why I keep saying but so much I thought I was the only one, but I was watching the WWE Hall of Fame from last year, and yeah, the one of the Hall of Famers kept saying, you know. So I was like, I'm not the only one. Maybe it's a dyslexic thing. Maybe I have a little Tourette's. You know, you know, you know, you know. You know, you know, you know, you know. You know, you know, you know, you know. Boom.